bring awareness to you, you who are parents, you who have children who have parents. That means kids who get have children at a young age when they're like 18, 19, 20, something like that. It's too young, but they do it anyway because they think it's the fab. Okay, maybe they need to understand this thing, and probably you with your 14, 15-year-old child who think that they're grown, but they're still a kid with a bag of Doritos and some ho-ho donuts and sugar candies, Sour Patches or something like that. Okay, I figured out, and I already told you in the beginning, and probably it was insinuating or sort of not so discreet with the title, sugar. The whole time that she's been having trouble with her child, besides the child running circles around her, sugar. Simply sugar. Sugar is crack for children. Sugar will make them so energetic. They're already energetic as it is. Look at it like this. Imagine this child's already energetic, or an individual is already have potential to be immature, to learn, to need to learn their environment and themselves. So when you add a little drug to it, now you're asking for trouble. Now this girl's body isn't that big. It's pretty much a small body. So when you add sugar to a child that small, 5, 6 years old, she can eat sugar any time of day. She don't have a food regimen where it's like breakfast, lunch or dinner or something like that. It's just willy-nilly. Whenever she wants to eat something, she go grab a piece of candy. There's boxes of cookies laying everywhere, and anytime she wanted, she eat it any time of day. She's not going to want to eat. That's what my female friend told me. She didn't want to eat all day. Of course she don't want to eat. She wants her Oreos and her chocolate chip cookies. And this right here, not only is it damaging because sugar is crack for kids and for adults. You're not excluded. Crack is for you too. I'm not going to start on you. I have audio for you. Okay, a lot of you got to have your sugar in every damn thing. You're a crackhead and don't know it. Yeah, I said it. You're an adult crackhead and you don't know it because you keep putting sugar in your mouth. Your body don't need sugar. It generates its own form of sugar. It generates its own form of dopamine. Let me stop. I better stop because I'm going to start offending some of y'all because you're too immature to take this type of information. You can't handle it because you'd be the first one in the back of your Jeep. Man, that's some good stuff, man. Ooh, pass it for me. Pass it to me. You'd be the first one. And then you get mad at somebody like me who tells you, you know who you really are? Let me stop because some of y'all, let me stop. So, here's the thing. Y'all don't like it, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. A lot of those habits started when you was a kid. You didn't know that, did you? A lot of habits with sugars, with some of the drugs you have to take, and the dependency that you have in your adult. It happens here. It happens here. You don't know it happens here, and you're addicted to this sugary stuff. You're addicted to colors. Why do you think when you go into a grocery store, one of your what do you call that? Your food stops, your gas stations. Why do you think sugar is all the way in the front? I know what type of town I'm in. When I go into the gas station, in the first 3 rows I see is Doritos, cookies, candies, chips, jelly beans, Flippy Flappies, Sour Patches, Cheetos, corn chips. I'm just looking at like, oh, this is a crack house here. Seriously. No, seriously. Seriously. It's a crack house. I'm like, what are you trying to do to my people? What are you trying to do to me? And here I am going in there looking for something healthy. And all I got is like 1 or 2 different things healthy. Everything else is bogged down with sugar and salt because y'all adults never grew up from this syndrome that the little girl was going through. She's good by heart. Children aren't necessarily disobedient, but when you add crack in their diet, they're going to run circles around you. Do you understand, Mom? They are going to go quick. They don't need that stuff in their diet. Children can generate their own form of sugar. They are a walking sugar cane. They're young enough. This little 6-year-old girl don't need sugar. That's the last thing she needs. She needs vegetables. She needs soup. If you want to mix up, there's some foods that already have a small trace amount of sugar and it's good enough. There's some almonds as well, have a small trace amount of sugar, good enough. If you really want your child to be healthy, you say, oh, well, let me see what I can do. What type of snacks I can give this baby or my child without them going crazy and thinking I'm just taking everything from them. There's plenty of health foods that have just a little trace of sugar until you get down to 0 sugar. And give them something that's going to taste really tart. Give them a broccoli or some carrots. Carrots is pretty good too. But if you notice, when you eat a carrot, it seemed like there's some traces of sugar in carrots. It may not be. I don't know. I didn't go that far to evaluate, but I do know that for a healthy snack during the day, instead of going for a bag of cookies, you'll find me eating a bag of carrots raw. You make me happy. You go to the store below. Let me give Morpheus a treat. What can I get him? Okay, just go give me a bag of carrots and I'll smile at you. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro or sister. I'll be happy. I'll take it. I'll rinse it off and eat it. Just like that. And you say, how does this happen? Because I've learned how to change my diet, change my reality. And I've learned that the food that you usually eat is drugs. They are drugs. And that's what these kids are dealing with. And a lot of times, don't you understand? Something came to my mind, FDA, Food and Drug Administration. A lot of times, do you know that half of America, I'm just going to say half of America, it's full of single mothers today, especially in some cultures, full of single mothers who say, I'm independent, I don't need a man, I can do it all by myself. And they get in this situation or by accident or because she fleeces her boyfriend or husband and she thinks she can raise the child by her own. Hello to the new consumer, because the consumer is not men. The whole idea is to make women consumer. One of these days, I keep saying I want to have a women's convention. And it's not to down women. It's to say, listen, women, there's you are used. You're used. Now, how much more always angry about talking about, oh, men just come in, they just want to pump and dump me. Men just want me men just want to abuse me. No. The worst of it, it's not these men out here who's really getting you. The industry is getting you around your world. Corporations, jobs are making you their personal pocketbook because you want to buy. Do you understand? And then you're going to buy for your child. Then you're going to make your child sick because you don't understand what I'm talking about and you don't have the time to. You just don't have the time. When you have to provide for your child, it's stressful. I told you that's why I went over there. I seen it. That's why I went over there to evaluate the situation. She was struggling and I could see it in her face. I could see the dark rims around her eyes and I'm taking notes at the same time. See, when men and women come together, it's not all about, oh, we getting ready to do something. No. There's some real people. There's some real people in men out there like myself. Too bad it's not too many men like me, but there is some out there. I'm not trying to get in your undies. I'm trying to understand what you're going through. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I got to get my information in one form or another. And when I do that, now that I am a professor here in this academy for you, it's even more of an initiative to go out there in the real world and tell you about what's really going on. It's real when men say there is a lot of struggling single mothers. That's real. And the worst part about a struggling single mother is not her personal life. It's what the children have to go through. Because this sugar the child is going through, it's going to be a long time before she's able to rehabilitate from it, to go through rehab from the situation. By the time she realized just how many teeth, that's another thing. When the girl smiled at me, and she yelled when she smiled at me, she had opened up her mouth and said something. She had so many cavities, a couple in the back, some in the front. I'm thinking, these kids, the girl's nothing but 6 years old. What is she doing with cavities already? Yeah, we know that her teeth is soft and the enamel isn't so strong as it needs to be because she's still 6 years old and they're going to lose some teeth before they grow some adult ones, before they start growing in new pairs of teeth that they're going to have for a long time. But they should not be having cavities so soon. These cavities aren't natural. It's there because of the sugar that they are being introduced to too soon. That's like acid on their teeth. It's like acid. You know full God well, watch my language, you are not going to take your too busy, I'm independent, PhD, I don't have time for a man, nor myself, are to smell the roses and face reality in the bathroom with your boy or son and sit there for 15 to 20 minutes and help them brush their God-given teeth. Get the Fallujah out of here. Get the Fallujah out. You can only have patience. Single mothers don't even have patience to realize they're a single mother. How in the world are you going to realize that this child of yours, this little bitty human being, need intensive attention and aggressive love? What I mean by aggressive, you are there to administer all the vital things this child needs and keep negative food away from this child. There's no way. 2 and 2 started, listen, the math started coming in place. The logic started falling in line. And I'm like, okay, bad teeth. The girl don't want to sit down. She's hardly everywhere. She bit that girl, her friend that was babysitting her. The other mother couldn't handle her. She was running everywhere. Even if the mother tried to tell her what to do, she don't want to listen. She have a smirk. She seemed mischievous. She'll run out the door anyway. Oh yeah, you made a crackhead child. Yes, you did.